Hello and welcome to Today in Kajabi in 5 minutes. This episode is going to be about the blog functionality in Kajabi. And it's actually really good. There are some things that could be better, but all in all, the blogging and the blog pages in Kajabi is super great. And if you aren't a blogger, this page can still be quite useful for you if you have a podcast. So there are two uses, blogging and podcasting. And the functionality is basically the same. So I'm going to talk about them both at once. So first of all, in Kajabi, you've got a set of website pages to work with your blog. You've got your main blog page, your blog post page, and the search page. And once you go through and design those pages, then you can kind of ignore them. You don't have to go back into the website pages, into those pages, and make any edits. All of your work is in the blog area. It's called blog, but it's really like the blog post area. And again, I'm saying blog a lot, but this is just as relevant for podcasters as it is for bloggers. And I know blogging isn't as common as it used to be. But you click on websites in the toolbar on the left, you see blog there, you click on that, and this is where all of your posts are. And so if you're blogging or podcasting and putting podcasts onto your Kajabi website, this is how you do it. That you just new post, and then here is your template. Now for podcasters, what you do is you get your embed code from wherever your podcast is hosted, and you embed the little player in the description box in the text. And then you write your show notes underneath. And I recommend also putting a transcript underneath. If you've got a full transcript, a transcript can do great things for your podcast post page in related to SEO. And all of the posts in your blog are nested under your blog page. So all of their authority gathers together and funnels up into that page, which is one of your main website pages. So putting your podcast onto your website or having a blog is a great way, a really good way to improve the search quality of your website, to increase the number of keywords that you rank for, and to develop authority and start generating organic clicks and visitors from search engines. So to put your podcast player widget on your post, you put the embed code into that description box, but you can't paste it right into the body where you just type all your stuff. You have to click on the little pointy brackets up in the top of the toolbar there where you can control the text. It's the source code area. You open the source code up, and then you just paste your iframe or your embed code right into there. And then your player comes up on the page. So the reason why this is a great way to put your podcast on your page is then when people come to this spot on your website, they'll be able to listen to your podcast. And so with email marketing, for example, you can send an email out to your list. You can mention that your newest episode of your podcast is out, and you can share like a highlight from it and then put a link to that page. And then people who aren't specifically podcast listeners, who don't have the podcast app or do this a bunch, have a really easy way to come and listen to your website. And it's also great to be able to bring people to your website as opposed to sending them to other websites to listen to your podcast. So that is the blogging or the podcast presenting functionality in Kajabi through the blog mechanisms. It's really great. You can schedule in advance, and you can backdate publishing and all sorts of stuff like that. So it works really great. And if you are putting your transcripts onto your page for your podcast, one quick tip for SEO is make sure you put titles and headings, break it out so that it's more readable, and that will improve your SEO. So I hope that you enjoyed today's tidbit about the blog area in Kajabi, and that you don't have to use it for a blog. It can be used very well for podcasters, and it can really boost your presence online. for your website. So go and check that out.